Stanley Parable is included in free games this month on PS Plus. So I thought I'll give it a try. Here's what I think about it. So in this game, we play as Stanley.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
That's narrator, by the way. And after listening to this, my first thoughts were that the game might try to relay some sort of message about corporate life struggles.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
At this point, I realized the game has a choice-based approach. And here, just to disobey the narrator and see what happens, I chose the door on the right, to which he says,
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
If you think he really likes to talk, trust me, you have not heard anything yet.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now at this point, I realized that the narrator is not there just to tell the story. He is actually dictating the story by telling me where to go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Again, I disobey him and went this way. And you see for yourself what happens next.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Yeah, that happened. But anyways, I move forward. And this is the craziest part. See what happens.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
And just like that, we are back where we started. That's how this game plays out every time. We end up in different places based on the paths we choose, so this game have many endings.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
The problem is, many times it does not feel like an ending. Like this one here. He will again send me back to the beginning, make me restart the game.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I closed the game after this. Next day, I decided to follow his every instruction and see where it leads me. And it led me to this mind control facility. He wanted me to turn it off, but I turned it on. And see what happens next.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
He keeps yapping for the next 90 seconds, asking me to turn the machine off, but I did not. And then he ends up putting extra time on the timer.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not?
I still did not turn off the machine and let the timer run out.
Fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Another restart. Next time I turned off the machine and got this ending. And even got the trophy beat the game. But did I beat the game? All I did was follow the path of the narrator. But there are other endings as well. On my next try, I ended up here.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
And once I was stuck here.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
And here.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Which led me to here, which is clearly Firewatch, another game, and the narrator seems to be making fun of it.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
And then Rocket League.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
All in all, I could not understand the point of this game. What is it trying to tell? It's surely not about corporate life as a thought. It makes fun of open world games. It has multiple endings, so maybe it's trying to relay importance of replayability in video games. But if that's the case, it's doing it in a very annoying way, that's for sure. So if you have played the game, or after watching this video, let me know what you think about this game in the comments.